Welcome everybody, it's Tractorchute here, and I hope everybody's having a great freaking weekend because we're about to get going back on our venture to GrandMasters here. In the lower right hand corner, playing as the blue Protoss, is the man we are following there. It is Nexius playing for Team sMi, and in the upper left hand corner, it is DreamKiller. He plays for Team Allin. That's a telltale sign that Nexius should have this wrapped up. But then again, I can't picture an all-in happening. But you never know. Let's get this baby going with the good old production tab and see what's going on here. Nothing special outside of the fact that we do have a little bit of a scout happen out of Nexius here. So very well done there. In the meantime, his opponent is going to do the exact same thing, just with a little bit slower transportation, as he will get the Overlord over to the other side of the map. See, what he can see is he does use the food cheat on the extractor build there to get one extra drone out, so very well done there. Finally, he says good luck, have fun. So both these guys with very cheerful intros. Outside of that, I can let you know that there was a decent boxing match on last night. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, with Floyd Mayweather. It was a half-decent fight, and actually wasn't that bad at all there. UFC next weekend with Bones Jones taking on Gustav. Is that his name? Gustafsson or whatever the hell his name is. Big freaking Russian either way there, so it should be a pretty decent fight there. So it does look like he will get the old spawny pool down at the 13 drone mark, so nothing special. Nexius, we'll see that. He will jump out of there, and we will also get the other scouting overlord heading to the upper right-hand corner. And Nexius does look like he is going to stay at the bottom here. Keep an eye when this hatchery is going to go down, but he is going to get chased around by that drone there, so I'll at least prevent any sort of cheese, any sort of proxies from Nexius. So very well done keeping that probe anywhere away from your base there. And if we take a look here, it does have the forge going down in the back of the base there, so very well done by Nexius. We are going to go forge fast expand by the looks of it here. And yes, he put down the pylon, and I have to imagine that the Nexus is going to follow that up here. Can let you know that you can follow Nexius. He does live stream on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Clover_EX. So there you go. It will be in the description of all his videos anyway. So if you do want to check him out, make sure you go follow that man there. Like I say, he does live cast fairly often there, and very, very good player to watch. So we are going to plant ourselves down a gateway, start the good old wall off, and the Nexus did go down as planned, and we will reverse the roles. Now we're going to chase the drone down the other end of the map, as he does have his expansion out as well, so very well done there. Both these guys staying fairly even so far in this game here, and we also have the one gas going down for DreamKiller there. In the meantime there, Nexius not looking to go any gas. A little bit curious what he's going to do. Maybe a little bit of high pressure with Zealots. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll soon find out here, as we are 4 minutes in and still no gas out of him. There we are. First gas finally does go down. So there you go. He is actually going to get some gas down there, and some dogs hit the map as well. Not very many dogs, more dogs just to keep an eye on what's going on here. Keep a little bit of map control. Also popping out 2 queens coming out there. That way you'll at least have a couple queens for creep spread there. I would have to imagine what the extra queen is for there. In the meantime, we do not have any gases mining as of yet, so we are... I thought he was building a gas. Maybe he canceled that one as well. I'm not entirely sure there. I must have missed that. Very, very interesting either way there. And of course, we have the cannon down as well. Might almost gets an overlord kill. That would have been pretty nice for him, but just gets out of range in time there. And he is continuing to finish that wall off there. The Cybercore will be the second part of that wall, and double gas is down now. So now he has the option of mining the heck out of that second one, but he's just going to go one gas for now. No upgrades coming out as of yet. So he does have the drone waiting to build there. He is transferring a couple down there, trying to even out his count here. Imagine 14-14 or 16-16 is usually your count. Third hatchery goes down as well. So DreamKiller looking to go pretty macro heavy. And he did see that, obviously, in the fact that he brought the dogs down the other end of the map to Nexius. Seen the wall off. See, Nexius was expanded. So was pretty comfortable putting a third down without any sort of fear of being pushed around early here. There we go. This queen's going to go super slow over to the other end here. That will be the queen for that hatchery, and you will start the creep spread over there, I would have to imagine. Or maybe we won't start any creep spreaders. We do not have any creep tumors on the map as of yet, but we do have a roach warren on the way, and we are still we're just working one gas. Finally have an actual gas down, and this one did finish here. 2 gas, actually, sorry. So he's got 2 gas fully mining there. And we have a few dogs finally hitting the map as well here. Warp gate technology is slowly getting there. We do have an early Stargate. Very interesting there. Not that it's over early. You usually want an early Stargate, especially against Zerg, so very well done there. And we are also going to get down a couple more gas, so we will have ourselves 4 gases to mine off of here. And just the one gateway so far here. So the Stargate does finish off there, so I would have to imagine we're going to see an early Oracle or maybe even a Phoenix just to scout around the map here. And yes, it will be a Phoenix, so very well done there. A few little dogs here with their cool little skin. They're going to sit back and relax for a little bit there. I do not believe we have a metabolic boost, but we do just now right on cue, so very well done there. See, Roach Warren has finished up here. No gas at the main, which is very interesting there, but either way, he's mining off of 2 anyways. I don't really care where you mine it from, but he chose to mine it off your natural there. And it does look like we are going to drone up over here, and we're going to move the dogs around the map here. Basically, keep an eye on any hidden expansions. Make sure he's got his opponent down at the 2, and he's not missing anything on the map there. Of course, the Phoenix doing his job here. We'll take out the first Overlord. Does supply block his opponent, making it a little bit annoying. We'll get a second one. Always good to get 2 or 3 Phoenixes, especially against Zerg, as they do keep a little bit of map controls, map vision, away from your opponent there. Keeping an eye on his Overlords to keep him at bay. So he will patrol around his base here, make sure he's got no more Overlords around there. Dogs will retreat back their base. They don't want to be picked up and shot at, so they'll get out there. Other than that, we are no creep spread either. Wow. It is very interesting, you know, and honestly, me and this, there we go, finally getting creep spread. But I noticed in some of the higher league games, you get guys that creep spread like crazy, and you would think it would be a natural thing as a high league Zerg player. But I do find there are, you know, quite a few, or at least a few Masters games or higher end games. I would even say Diamond's pretty high end, and you sometimes you don't really see any creep spread, which is quite surprising as Zerg. Not to say creep spread is absolutely mandatory, but you would think, or at least in my opinion, I always think that they have to creep spread. I almost think that's a part of a definition of how good you are, is how good your creep spread is. But then again, you know, that could just be looking at it the wrong way. I mean, you could be a great player and not creep spread at all, in all honesty there. Actually, does get a queen kill. He wants to get that queen kill, even if he has to sacrifice the Phoenix there, as he did see the Spore car going down. And he didn't even sacrifice Phoenix, so very well done. Did get 1 queen kill, so that was very nicely done there. And we'll continue to move around here, so he knows exactly what his opponent's army is here, and knows that there are Spore cars all over the place here, so definitely won't be able to get into the mineral lines with any form of air. And in the meantime there, we do have some dogs with metabolic boost moving around a little bit faster. Very good scouting job there, as he does now see that the 3rd has gone down, which is very good intel. He needs that intel to know exactly how many bases his opponent is on. Whether or not these cannons are going to finish in time before he gets rid of everything, we will soon find out. I don't think that is going to happen. Zealot's cleaning it up anyways there. So very well done, Zealots. You've done your job. They'll get back to their base there. Also a couple of mortals. So we're going very heavy on the ground army. Wowzer. We've got, what the heck do we have on there? We also have an upgrade for ground level 1 weapon there. And he also has layer technology coming out at the other end for DreamKiller. So we have 3 sentries, 4 Phoenixes, and 3 Immortals, and 3 Zealots as well, to the 17 Roaches and 2 Dogs. So getting a very heavy Roach count. And he's going to start moving out here. Phoenixes are going to scout that, so that'll definitely be very helpful for him here. So knows there's an army moving down his way. More than likely they're going to try and move to the 3rd. Which is exactly where he moves his army, so very well done there by Nexius. Always on the ball, my good man. That's why we are following you. 2 Grandmasters if all goes well. Very well done there, as the army is going to approach him here. And that is a ton of dogs and roaches he had. Holy, 42 dogs, 17 roaches, and he actually did not go for the 3rd. Very interesting. At the same time, Nexius had a... he had a sentry waiting there, which was very smartly done, as that might have been killer if you had to go all those dogs through. So Roaches are going to try and do the best they can here. I don't know if it's going to be enough. There's a lot of Roaches there, but the other army does come in. Lots of force fields. Very good split off there, splitting those Roaches off there. Going to try and finish the dogs off. Obviously, Immortals, they have a heck of a time with dogs. They are slow shooters, but they do a ton of damage, I will tell you that much there. And he is actually going to lose pretty much that entire army. He's going to try and move into 3rd. 2 can, look at that. Very good enclosure on those cannons there. Makes it very hard for anything to get at him or any sort of surround on him there. So very well done there. He is trying to warp in as much as he can. Your Zealots are going to work as best they can as well here. No Zealot legs as of yet. He will clean up that army quite easily. So very good defend by Nexius. That is the skills you see right there. Very well done with an underwhelming army to a very heavy Roach dog. I would have to say he was overwhelmed by a bit for sure there, so a very good micro skill, I will say that. His force fields seem to be something to be reckoned with. Definitely good on the force fields, I will say that as well. We are getting macro hatches as well, going down on 4 base now. So getting into a fairly macro heavy game. He's keeping the attacks going, so he's the one keeping the pressure on, so he feels like he can expand when he needs to, which is probably the case here. Not to say he's ahead of the game by no means, but he's got control, he's got vision, he knows exactly where Nexius is, he knows exactly what Nexius is doing, so he feels pretty comfortable. He does move the Overlords, as you see, over top of that over top of that spire a little bit because he knows the Phoenixes are there, so he's trying to hide it. He doesn't want his opponent to know that Phoenixes are coming. I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing. You know, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident that's why the Overlord's moved a bit there, as he does want to keep that hidden, wants to keep, you know, keep as much intel away from his opponent as he can. In the meantime, there, Nexius very macro heavy as well. Like, look at that, 20 already on there, 17 on there, and 16 on his main. He is going to plant down some more gateways. Why not? He's got 3 base. You can have at least 10 to 15 gateways, I would have to imagine here. And he is also getting 2 more Stargates. Wow, they're going to get into some Stargate type build here. Maybe a little bit of Sky Toss. We'll soon find out here. We are going basically Gateway Stargate, and doesn't look like... Actually, Robo is still building, so he is going to Colossi as well. So he's going to have many options. He's basically got the choice of whatever he wants here. He's getting the air weapon as well here at the same time. More Phoenixes coming on the map. So he is going to keep the Phoenix as his choice here. Creed spread is starting to move out a little bit for his opponent here. He has gotten himself at least to the ramps and the outskirts of his main bases there. His main 3 bases anyways. Bunch of dogs over here. Not too sure what they want to do there, if they want to destroy those rocks or if they want to stand there and lick it. I'm not entirely sure. But they'll just stare at it for a little bit. In the meantime, we are going to get a little bit of a drone transfer. This is going to get down to his 4th base. And there we are. We are ready to move out here. There's a lot of freaking Phoenixes. 6 Phoenixes. Did he lose a Phoenix to something there? It almost looked like he lost a Phoenix. Could have sworn there was 7. Oh, I had a dog highlighted. That's why. I seen an icon go and then disappear right away there. So he actually does only have these 6 Phoenixes on the map. But does scout the fact out there is another hatchery over here. But in the meantime, there's where that hidden spire helps us. Now we have a ton of mutas on the field here. But at the same time, Nexius, I think, must have scouted it because he is getting a lot of Phoenixes. That's probably the reason for the double Stargate going down at the 3rd. So working off 3 Stargate. He probably wants to get a lot of Phoenixes out here. Attacking the gateways, finally focuses down the pylons. Very smartly done. We'll unpower majority of the gateways, or at least half of them anyways. 3 gateways end up going down here. And when you have Phoenixes on Muta, I will tell you it is not fun for the Zerg unit. I will tell you that much right now. Because the Phoenixes can move and shoot, they can out-micro you quite easily, even with very little micro skill. Nexius has great micro skill, but even with very little micro skill, you can usually win a Phoenix between a Phoenix and Muta battle there. So he does actually take out the 5th. As far as he's concerned, that's the 4th he's taking out, as he is not aware of the one on the very right-hand side of the map. I do not think. No, he's not. So as far as he knows, that was the 4th he took out here. And we're getting a ton of dogs. Wowzer, that's a lot of freaking dogs. All right, dogs are going to move themselves in here. They're going to start getting across the map here. And they'll try to get in. There's just wall-offs everywhere for Nexius here. So he's sitting pretty good as far as allowing anything to get into his base. There's really going to make it hard on his opponent here. But... there's no hole. He tries to get it down in time. Just not enough. Now the entire dog army is into his base here. And he's in big trouble. I don't think he's going to get anything warped in. Oh, he did manage to get warped in. I thought they'd kill him off before they warped in there. But they'll go to work here, try and finish it off here. In the meantime there, he also has a bunch more dogs down at this base here. They're trying to focus the Nexus down. Nexius is deciding what to do. He's saying, fuck it, I'm going for your base too, bud. So he's going to move his way over there. Proxy's over there. Look at all these dogs. There's a ton of dogs. He does have a lot of gateways he could warp in with. But at the same time there, I guess he's going to look maybe to possibly start this onto a base race. I would have to imagine he would try and warp in to try and fend this off, but maybe not. DreamKiller actually says GG. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he was preempting what could happen. Like I say, Nexius easily could have warped in, 6 Z-lots here, 7 Z-lots to kill off these dogs here, and probably won a base race in the end. I do believe it was Nexius's game. I just think DreamKiller was maybe a little bit closer than what he thought. But at the same time, I don't think he would have won anyway, so it's probably a pretty good choice by you, especially since we are following the venture to GrandMaster here. And if Nexius has you under the wind, that doesn't make any sense. Under the gun, you might as well just quit, my good man. So my congrats will go out to Nexius. My condolences to you, DreamKiller. I will leave you with this. If it's a fire you want, it's a fire you'll get. But I'm not bringing the bee nest to you. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.